What is up, everybody? I am here. Hello. Getting to know the interface a little bit better. Let's see who's here. Brenda Barner. Wow, came right out with a question. Cool. I'll answer that in just a second. Live simple, live free. Fundy Coast. Hello. Scott M. Love Renovations. Family makes a great team. Yes, we do. Will you be doing any more renovation projects? I hope not. I don't want to do anymore. I'm done, man. Hopefully this one is going to be the last one that I need to get enough money to build my studio. Once I have my studio, I'm just going to be making artwork. I'm going to retire the hammer, as it were. All right, so I want to make sure that I get everybody's questions as you go down. So if you want to ask me something, feel free to. I may not answer every question depending on what it is. I'm actually fairly private. If you want to ask a question, put it in all caps so that I definitely will see it. And then if I miss you, just try again. So let's get right into it. Brenda, I'd love to know a little more about you, how you and Molly met, how you became a couple. Were you both believers? Who said I love you first? How did you know she was the one? Yes, we were both believers, and I knew within probably 8 or 9 minutes that I was going to marry her. We were actually each other's first relationships. We had never had a relationship before that of any kind. So we met, and then 3 months later, we got engaged, and then 9 months after we met, we got married. And then a couple of years later, had our first kid. So it was very fast. I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that she was the one that God had for me, because I had been praying for years to send my wife. I didn't want a girlfriend. I didn't want, dating is divorce practice. So I wanted the Lord to send me my wife. So that's what he did. Sean from High Peaks, hello. I think you're a moderator now. I made you wield the power. Flipping houses is a slow reward. Yes, it is. Hopefully, it will be a huge reward. We hope. Hecktown Homestead. How long does it take you to get from your house to the current Reno property? I don't really know how that matters. Long enough, I guess. It's not a huge, really, really long, far drive. I don't have a giant commute. It's in the same area. So it's not bad. Tan or Alf are believers of what? Believe in Jesus Christ and our Savior, and in knowing the truth about how we got here and where we're going when we die. Yep, I serve him with everything I am. Tattoos and all. I'm going to be drinking a lot of water because when I talk a lot, my horse gets throat. So, Holly, hello from northeastern Pennsylvania. Love your humor and videos. Thank you. How wonderful. Yes. Sweet country living. Hi. Heck down. You're not being nosy. It's cool. No worries. Yeah, it's in the same area. Fundy Coast, I saw your dad's bike, but what do you ride for a bike? I have a BMW R1100R. It's the Boxer, so it's got the big twins. And yeah, I love it. It's definitely the nicest bike I've ever had. Paige, you gave me $2. Thank you. I'll answer that in just a second. I saved up for a long time to get it. I feel rather dapper on my BMW. Thank you. My Beamer. Yeah, it's nice. Your dad said the house y'all are Marley was never option for them to live in. Did you and Molly ever consider it? No. So thank the Lord, we're in the same boat as my parents. We are absolutely 100% debt free. I own my houses. I own all of my business, all of my tools, all of my equipment. We have zero consumer debt. And the house that we are renovating is part of the business. It's not personal debt. So in order to get that house, I'd have to purchase it. And I am not in any way prepared to go into debt at all of any kind, especially hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's just not smart. So yeah, it's a nice place. I'd love to live there, but no, actually, no, I don't know that I would. I like the property, but I like our house. It's, it's been a long work in progress. You can see the videos in the sort of the bottom of my page of, of videos to see where this house was. So I don't think we'll be going anywhere. But Paige asked, would you travel to help others with projects? I absolutely will. I'm planning on it. I love that idea. I just have to get this project done. And it's a blessing because my job situation, since I'm self-employed, I have my gutter cleaning business. It's seasonal, so I have really busy fall, really busy spring, and everything else is clear. So I'll be able to travel. I love helping other people. It's really fun. Julie H, do you intend to continue channel after switch to artwork? This is second or third live of yours I've caught. Okay, hi Julie. So I honestly don't know the future of Empty Hammock with this particular channel. I'm glad you asked that. I am absolutely going to continue YouTube because I love the community. I love having you guys here. My new channel is going to be, or the new idea, the new direction in my life is going to be building sculptures, large scale, big metal kinetic sculptures. And I don't know if it fits necessarily with Empty Hammock. It might not. I might start a second channel on this. I don't know. We're really just going to have to see, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm definitely going to continue because I enjoy it. I enjoy making movies, making videos. So I'm not going to go anywhere. Scott M, have you considered making your videos a little longer? I'd love to see some longer time lapses of the whole project. I'm always going to do, every project I do a full, like, supercut, basically the entire project, beginning to end, the whole thing all together. So I'm going to be doing that with this project. As far as making each video longer, probably not, because I don't just do run and gun. I try to do everything a little bit better. With my filmmaking background, it's really important to me. So it takes a really long time, even though after all of these years, I've gotten pretty quick at editing. It's still time consuming. And this is already a full-time job enough as it is. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. How long have you lived in Reno? I don't live in Reno. Oh, how long have I lived in this renovation? Like this house that we're in, if that's what you meant? Close to a decade now. Gina, hi from Maryland. Beautiful victory. Will Molly be joining us? She said she might. Maybe I might be able to coax her into her. I may tag team a little bit. We'll have to see. It's jumping around everywhere. Sharon Mills says, hey, kid. Oh, we're talking to me? Me? I'm the kid? Yeah. Hello, been watching you guys for years. Hi, Jason. Thank you. I don't know what you look like, but hi. Is it true that Bruce is a mold remediation specialist now? Well, I mean, where I live, there isn't any certification, so yes, he is. Okay, Marilyn Monroe, you said you were saving for a studio. What kind of studio? Art, music. So I build very large scale metal sculptures. That's sort of the direction that I'm going. So what I'm going to be building is a probably 1,200, 1,500 square foot concrete box that I can be loud and dirty in. Plasma cutting, grinding, painting. There's a few videos on my channel that show a little bit about what I do. So I've borrowed places, I've borrowed people's garages or barns or whatever because I've never had my own place. So I'm going to build my own. That way I don't get kicked out again. Yes, it's a nice house, but that yard is a 5-hour per week commitment. It takes me 45 minutes actually to mow that yard with my zero turn. It's super quick because it's flat. It's so nice. I can zip along. Good morning from Germany, Andy Joe. Cool. Can you tell me what part of Germany, roughly? You don't have to say exactly. I'm really interested. Okay, so again, if you want to ask a question, put it in all caps so I can definitely see it. That would be awesome. Sweet country, yeah, I'm going to be bringing you guys along with me on the art projects for sure. I've got a lot of ideas. I would love to be on that short list for help. Stay in contact, Brenda. Like I said, I don't know where or when or how or whatever, but we'll see what we can do. All right, or it's jumping along. I read slow. I'm sorry. I'm very, very dyslexic, so it takes me a minute sometimes to read words. Do you and Molly still prep? Sort of. We are selling Thrive Life now, so we have a little bit of that, and we have the garden, but not quite as hardcore as we used to. There's so many different reasons. That's a whole different video in and of itself. We're doing what we need to, but not going crazy with it. Diana H from Durham, UK. Wow, what time is it, Diana, in UK? It's probably, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Linda from BC, Canada. Hey, what's up? All right. Thinking fish, you're still out of the hammock. Hi from Mississippi. Yeah, I'm out of the hammock all the time. I don't relax. Really love the plumbing and wiring elements. How are housing prices in your area? Right now they're okay, but they are definitely slumping. It's definitely starting to drop. Where is it? How bad was it? Paige asked me about, I think it got retracted, but I'm going to go ahead and answer it. You said you were wayward as a youth. I've actually got a really, really crazy testimony, which might be another video for another time. Wasn't really wayward as a youth. I was actually, I don't know, ask my parents, but I was usually a pretty good kid. I had a lot of trouble in my 20s. That was definitely my worst time. Yeah, I've definitely, grace of God, I'm still here because I shouldn't be. I think your channel. Okay, it just jumped. Why is it jumping around? Alicia K, are you enjoying the sunroom? Yes, Marley is enjoying it more than I am, which is fine because it's hers. I built it for her. I saw one sculpture at your parents. Looks amazing. Yeah, Gina, that's the cow, the beefier tomato cage that I made for Molly, and then we gave it to them. I like that kind of stuff. Sorry, style, very kind. Thank you. Please keep empty hammock. Okay, I will. Definitely not going to delete anything, for sure. Are you going to do anything about the wood fence you see when you come onto the property? Colleen asked. Yes, I'm hoping to. I'm going to be pressure washing absolutely everything except for the trees. And I'm going to probably be painting that little wood fence. And if it doesn't spiff up, I'll just knock it down, make it look a lot better. Trisha, hello from Ohio. What motivates you to work hard? I don't know. Do absolutely everything as unto the Lord. Um, I I don't know. I can't stand just sitting around at all. I always say it gives me gas. uh, I'm either playing hard or relaxing hard or working hard. I don't usually sit still. I get really restless. So, Ophelia, how's it going, eh? From Canada. I can't say how's it going, empty hammock, or how's it going, eh? Canada, so probably the latter. Hi, what did you decide on the old barn? VTS. Guess what? You're going to have to wait and find out. I will show you. That's going to be one of the next projects. Louise, you and your dad work great together. Yes, we always have. When I was a young lad, I worked with him every day for a long time building houses. So, yes, we do. Do you guys keep in touch with the Foles? I don't know who the Foles are. You'd have to say who you're talking about. Sean asked, how is the overcompensating truck doing? Yeah, it hasn't gone to the doctor yet. I've probably got about $3,000 I've got to put into it. Whole bunch of stuff wrong with it, but it's a work truck. I haul around thousands and thousands of pounds in it, so it's not surprising. Let's see how we're doing here. Yeah, doing good. If you guys haven't given a thumbs up yet, go ahead and do that. It definitely does help. I have 48 so far, which is awesome. 121 of you. Cool. Love your Christian family. Thank you. Hecktown Homestead, same terrible 20s for me too. Yeah, I had a lot of stuff that hit me at once. It was not a fun time. Jason, do you guys still keep up with the folks you interviewed years ago for the channel? We interviewed J0 and Deep South Homestead, and yes, I actually still I called J0, I don't know, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. Can you please do a music session with Bruce and your dad? You got a That's Doable from the Peanut Gallery. All right, James Turner, your dad went to Alabama to consult a friend. Do you do travel for projects? Channel name. I'm a traveling handyman. Do you do travel for projects? Not really. Most of everything I do is around here, but I do really enjoy helping people, going out, and depending on what it is and where it is and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's definitely a possibility. Have you heard you talk? I have never heard you talk much about it. Sorry. Okay, Ali Mar. No, it doesn't offend at all. Yeah. I talk about my mom a lot, but maybe not on the channel. I love her to death. She's probably watching. Hi, Mom. Any tips for sticking to your budget, saving money on a flip house? Yeah, expect to spend about twice as much as you think you're going to. Find deals. Don't cut corners, but try to find stuff at a bargain. Don't pay full price for anything ever if you can help it. And don't open Pandora's box. There's a lot of times when, like the last house, the hoarder house that we worked on, a lot of it, we just kept picking, we kept breaking stuff apart and opening up walls and doing all that kind of stuff, and it just exploded, turned into a complete mess, and I ended up gutting it top to bottom. That's why it took 3 years. Syrup, love your sense of humor. Thank you. Appreciate your videos step by step. Thank you. Nancy says, can Bruce do a longer tongue drum video? That short was so nice.
That's doable.
That's doable from the Peanut Gallery. There you go. Colleen, yeah, I actually also have a lot of projects on hold until this house is done. that's just the way it is. It's a job. It's not a hobby. For both of us, it's something that we have to do in order to, make money. KT, is that a Harley you have? No, it is not a Harley. I don't know if I would own a Harley. At least not a modern one. Maybe an old, like, early 70s shovelhead or something. That would be cool. But no, it's a BMW. Do you use all your own music in your videos? Yes, 100% across the board. We make all of it. I do not use anything that somebody else has created. My son Bruce actually makes the majority of it now. So I used to make all of it a long time ago, but yep. Yeah, my dad says everything always costs more and takes longer than you expect. No kidding. Patty, do you like Garth Brooks? No, I actually cannot stand country music. And I live in the country. I don't talk like a redneck, but no, I cannot stand country music. Let's see. Any downside to the way you have installed your wood stove, height of the hearth, etc.? No, I actually really like that setup. Yeah, there's absolutely no issues at all. The bottom is poured concrete, and I have a concrete veneer over the top of the poured concrete to make it look better. And then I have 2 layers of the top part to protect that from the wall. But no, that height is fantastic. It's so easy to load and all that stuff. Chris Hopper, where are you guys from? I am from my mama. I'm kidding. Right now we're living in Virginia, but being military, I've lived all over the place. I don't really have a from. I've lived here the most number of years. My students, Hecktown Homestead, you showed your students the tongue drum? That's awesome. Yeah, maybe we'll do a longer one. Hi, Barry. I didn't miss much. Yeah. Yeah, you're here. Good. 22 minutes. Sorry, again, I read slow. Welcome to my world. Enjoying your shorts. Thank you. I cannot stand doing shorts, but we have to. YouTube is actually punishing people that don't do shorts. So, Cherry Holiday, have you ever thought about releasing music on CD? Not really. My son Bruce has thought about doing like a
music thing.
Yeah, like where you sell the music on to be able to use for videos and stuff, but that hasn't happened yet. S. Hodson, do you heat the whole house with that thing? With the stove? The majority of it, at least the main living area. We actually had a Mama Bear stove. I could put a 28-inch log in it, and they would run us out. Like we had to open doors and windows. So I got that guy, and it's one of those super efficient ones, so it'll burn absolutely all night. Yeah, we love it. That was all the heat we had for a while. What kind of foods do you like? Funny you ask. I have about 57 different food allergies, so I don't eat a whole lot of different kinds of food. Mainly just whatever Molly makes for me, because she knows what all that stuff is. I don't. Okay, I'm going to do something terrible and clean the lens. Hang on just a second. That's better. Okay, sorry, there was fuzz on it and it bothered me. From my mama, ha, yeah. Colleen, we love camping. See that your parents do too. Do you and your family camp? We have. We don't really have a lot of time to do that much. Would love to be able to go out in the woods more, but we're working too much to do that. So maybe someday. Hey, Thomas is here. Hello. Thanks for doing it and teaching us about house flipping. Very real. Yeah. It there's so much misinformation about, like, all of HGTV should get flagged for misinformation because most of it's totally made up. Absolutely made up. Uh, the wrong numbers, the wrong methods. They're lying about how many people it takes to do the projects. It's so irritating. It gives people the wrong idea about what it really is to flip a house. So much more work than people think it is. Just kind of make commentary and edit your thoughts and comments. Do they not fit the algorithm well? I kind of like your videos where you would just kind of make commentary and edit your thoughts and comments. Do they not fit? Jason, I don't know what fits the algorithm, man. I don't think anybody knows. Like, I've made some videos that I thought were going to be a flop and they blew up. I've made other ones that I thought everybody was going to love and they got nothing. Who knows? That's another reason that I don't understand why the channel is so small where it is, because I think I'm doing everything I'm supposed to. I don't know. I love every one of you. I'm glad you're here. I value all of it, but I don't know. Nobody really knows. That's ingenious, raising the hearth. It's better on the lower back. Yes, Lynn, it absolutely is. Yeah, it's like the pedestals for the bottom of your washer and dryer. It's same thing for that, because we have to clean it out a lot, very often. That makes it easier. Gina, I have a gluten intolerance for the past several years. Rosacea, joint. Oh yeah, if I even get near gluten, Molly calls it my gluten baby, because I look distended. Like, I'm scrawny. I have a 30-inch waist right now, and I go out to like a 36 if I get gluten in me. Does not work for my body. Edith, thank you. Yeah, I'll let him know. Disabled deer hunter. Yeah, there's a lot of food allergies. Like, I think it's becoming a lot more often. House flipping is intense. Well, if you're flipping a house in a tent, no wonder it's not working. Sorry, that was dumb. Reminds me of two ellipses. I see your dad has a sweet newer bike. Could there be a drag race in a short soon? Dad, what do you think about that? I don't know which of our bikes is faster, because his engine's a little bit bigger, but mine is about, I don't know, a couple 100 pounds lighter. So I don't know who would win. What can we do to help your channel? Thomas, just share it, man. That's one thing I want to talk about. I did my last live thing. I talked about just my frustration with the algorithms and not getting the impressions. Like, the impression is what YouTube calls how many times a person sees my thumbnail when it comes up on their feed. So there's a percentage of the impressions that have a specific click-through rate. So my click-through rate is like 14 to 15%. The YouTube's average is like 6. So most of the time it's above average. When somebody sees my thumbnail, they click on it. But YouTube isn't giving me the thumbnails. Like, they're not showing my thumbnails as much as a bunch of other channels, and I don't know why. I'm not sore about it. I just like to fix things. I like to figure out why. I don't like things to feel like they're broken. So, but when I did that live video and you guys shared as much as you did, I could see my analytics and I had a huge jump. It was really cool. So thank you all for that. That was really, really nice. Are you installing the floors at the house or having it done? Shara, I am going to be on my knees for days installing that floor. Yeah. We have 1,050 square feet to lay down, and the rest of it's going to be carpet that we're going to have installed. Love your straight talk and keeping it real. Yeah, boy. I usually just try to say things like they are. If I had one free day, no work allowed, what would I do with it? I would probably find something to work with. Hello, woman.
Hello.
Oh, she came to say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, like my version of relaxing is most people's version of working. That's how I relax, is to work, is to do something. Although I don't know, the older I'm getting, the more I like to just sit on my butt for like 10 minutes. Yeah, so if you have any questions for her, feel free. Yeah, Grace to Hope. I love your short, How to Seriously Relax. That's exactly right. I seriously relax. That was a true story. I take it serious. Like, yeah. It keeps jumping like that. Dad says we'll be doing the flooring ourselves. Yep. Hello from Ontario. Linda, hi. Do I see a chiropractor? No, I do not see a chiropractor. I have been, I broke 2 vertebrae when I was 17, 16, something. And I ended up seeing a chiropractor a couple of years after that. But no, I haven't. I just try to stay loose. Sharon, I like your tats. Thank you. I just got a new one literally today, a couple hours ago. Goatee sarcasm. All right. Whoever gets the house is going to know exactly what they're going to get. Maybe if they see the videos. I haven't been, might not be broadcasting the videos to whoever buys it because I want them just to see it for what it is. If they end up coming across them later on, that's fine. So.
Your dad's bragging on his own bike.
Oh, faster top end. Your bike can handle faster top end for a long time, but I don't know. Like, I got a lot of RPMs left in 5th gear. But we were talking about that the other day because when he did that trip to Alabama, his bike just cruises on the interstate, and mine has a hard time because, well, I don't have a windshield for one thing. So, but yeah, it probably would end up going longer. Grace to Hope, thank you. All right, let me scroll down. Pretty big mystery, no kidding. Do you help each other on your videos since you have separate channels? Not really. I mean, occasionally we'll collaborate on something, but I do my own videos and he has his own cameras and editing programs and all that kind of stuff. I help occasionally with advice on editing because he's a little bit newer to it than I am, but I don't do a whole lot.
He has his own style.
Yeah, we definitely have different styles.
Different styles.
Yeah, and that's okay. Thank you for talking to Katie about the set. Oh,
yeah.
St. Frank.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Yeah, I got a phone call a couple minutes before I went live about a septic issue that hopefully will work out okay. So if we see your thumbnail, I mean, if you want to watch the video, yeah, click on the thumbnail. It certainly helps. Anytime, because the more videos, the more watches, but also it's the duration or the what percentage of the video people watch.
So I don't know if it helps or not.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't if it's not at least 30 seconds.
Yeah. Well, if you watch the video, yeah, it would help. Hi, pretty lady. Hello.
Oh, there's.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm way behind. I read really slow.
I wasn't being rude. He didn't have the comments saying "Hi, I'm Holly" up on the screen.
Yeah, I'm like 5 minutes behind you guys trying to keep up.
Oh no.
Because I read so slow. What's your favorite meal to cook?
I know sometimes I like cooking, and sometimes you feel over it. So it just depends on the day.
Yeah, speaking of cooking, you should check out her channel. Hey, Dad, you should put a link for, if you can find a link for her channel. I would do it, but I'd probably end up closing something. Check out her channel. She's doing cooking with her little brother and health and fitness and how to, I don't know, what's your channel about? Go ahead. 30-second plug. Go.
Can't even think that fast. My channel, I wanted to be about living intentionally and just passing along things that have been helpful to me and my health, and hoping that it would be helpful to other people.
Carl, was Marley a child bride? Yes, she was a teenager when I married her.
By like 2 weeks.
Yep.
2 weeks before I turned 20.
Ah. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're way behind. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
So guys, if I miss a question, please just repost it. Like I said, I read really slow.
The
green gray color.
The color is Turning Point, and
Sherwin-Williams.
it's Sherwin-Williams color.
Yeah. Sherwin-Williams Turning Point. Are you guys going to stage the house with furniture?
I don't have the connections to stage a house. I think there's some companies in bigger cities that do that kind of stuff, but I think they're going to be insured and have some logistics to do that. I don't have extra stuff laying around.
Dad, yeah, that's why I wasn't working today. I guess.
Oh, I had the chiropractor?
I guess he didn't know I got more tattoos.
Oh, that's why you weren't.
I didn't tell you why I didn't come to work, did I? I just didn't show up. That's funny. I'm glad neither one of us is the boss. I skipped work. Yeah, that's right. What else were there? Top notch. Thank you. I appreciate it, Jason. Are you close to being done? A couple weeks, hopefully. Hopefully. We don't have a whole lot. I taught my dad how to hire that other guy. Yep, that's right. He brought my other guy's useless. Daggone. Take a poll if you should change your name. Okay. Should I change my channel name to something other than Empty Hammock? Go ahead and tell me what you think. And then like 5 minutes from now, when I get to there, I'll read them off. Going through our videos and liking. Thank you. Enjoying all of them. Do you guys have all the brickwork for the outside of the house, or is some missing? There were a few pieces that were missing where the old deck was, and I have since fixed that with wood. That'll all be in a video pretty soon, actually. Do you ever see yourself building the house that will last forever? There's no such thing as a house that will last forever. But a ICF, that's what it is, ICF. My brain just went blank. I'm going to build my studio out of ICF, the insulated concrete form. And yeah, that probably will last. It'll way outlast me. You mentioned once that your diet is a bit strange. What would be easier to list what you can eat or what you don't? It would be much easier to list what I can eat than what I can't eat, because it's a much shorter list. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Empty Hammock. Hello. I just jumped again. There it is. Iceman, hi. Okay.
The flooring would be similar.
I can't picture my parents' flooring. So, Dad, is the flooring going to be similar? The video of Molly cooking with her brother was so fun. Yeah, there's another one coming out on Friday. Be ready for it. This one's a hoot. Bang Bang Shrimp. Do I have a Wegmans? No. Do not have a Wegmans. I wish we did. I love Wigman's. Yep. So there's Marley's channel. Thank you, Dad. It's gonna be awesome.
Don't click off now.
Yeah, Sean, you better pick it up. A couple weeks, man. Yeah, because we're racing. You guys, if you haven't gone to Sean's channel, High Peaks Home, he's one of my administrators. Definitely check it out. We're both in the middle of trying to fix up houses, and so far I'm pulling away. I'm getting there, but I have a feeling once you're done with all the plumbing, you're gonna kick it up into high gear. No, keep the name. Love your channel name. Estimated date of completion, a couple weeks hopefully. Leave the name. Leave the name. Name is fine. Carl, we don't know yet if we're going to be using a realtor or selling it ourselves or just trying to find one of you guys to buy it. I don't know. We're just going to have to see what happens. I just jumped again. Why does it do that? Well, Colleen, that's a good comment. I'm actually really glad you said that. I like the channel name. It's different, but maybe if you change it, something with flipping houses. I do not want to be a house flipping channel. Point blank. I've never intended on this to be a house flipping channel. Unfortunately, I think that because of the circumstances of us flipping houses a lot on the channel, everybody thinks that that's what this is, the only thing that this is about. If you read or watch the intro video that I did, it's a lot more all-encompassing of what we are. The channel name is Empty Hammock because we're so busy in life that we don't sit around in a hammock. So there you go. That's why I have the name like that. She thought of it, so it's her fault. Amazing work on the house. Thank you. Keep it. I agree. Sharon asked Molly, "Do you recommend a freeze dryer?"
We had a freeze dryer.
Yeah,
for a
we had
while,
a harvest right.
We ended up selling it. We didn't have a space that was heated but not living space to put it in. They're really loud and they take a long time to do each batch. And so you can't harvest a bunch of stuff out of your yard and do like tons of it at a time like you can with canning. You have to just use the 4 little trays. And so it took so long and did so little, and I wasn't super confident in the life expectancy of the things that we were doing. I just felt like we weren't making good use of it. So we resold our freeze dryer, and now we just buy freeze dried foods that are single ingredient. So I know that they won't make Barry sick. Mm-hmm. And I know that they're all batch tested so that they're actually going to last for 25 years. I'm not going to open it and get sick. Yeah. And we had the Harvest Right freeze dryer, and that I actually did a review video of that, and unfortunately had to kind of rake it across the coals. There was so much stuff wrong with it. And within a couple of hours, got a message from the president of the company. And we had a back and forth, and I did a secondary video to it. And I just got so frustrated with the entire thing that we just sold it, and I took the videos down. You got to know what you're getting if you get one of those things. But it was really neat, and it was fun. It was a cool toy to experiment with things. And we actually know somebody who freeze dries things and then sells them at his farmer's market, and he's really successful at doing that. Very niche. Yeah. But now we recommend just buying pre-made freeze-dried food from us, and there's a link in the description. Kathy, I'm late joining. Can you tell us how we came up with your channel name? Well, we're so busy we don't lay around in a hammock, so it's empty. Yeah. Pretty self-explanatory. In fact, we've got a hammock out back and it's rotting. Yeah. We actually do have one, yeah, but I don't think anybody's laid in it since about a day and a half after we put it up there like 5 years ago. Because weeds growing through it. Yeah. Okay. Do you prefer cross-country biking over road cycling? I like it all. I love bicycling. If it has pedals, I enjoy it. I actually really like both of them. We're so far behind, we don't know what Cheryl was laughing at.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm way behind, guys. Do I intend on having livestock again? We don't know. Maybe a goat or two, but at this point, there's so much stuff up in the air. We're not really sure. I just jumped like 15 pages.
How can you tell how far it jumped?
I'm psychic. Oh, no, actually, I was a lot farther along. Just me always, it means you're busy making these videos. Yes, there you go. That's exactly right. Kaylin, thank you.
Flipping empty hammock.
There you go.
Have you ever flipped out of a hammock?
Yeah, because it really would be an empty hammock after you're done flipping. Okay, yeah, I need. Lost. I'll just keep going. Like again, guys, I'm sorry if I don't answer a question. Churches in our area have multiple harvest right machines for us to use. Cool, that would be great at a church, but it does not work in your kitchen because you can't hear anything. It is so loud.
Yeah. It's not searchable name.
Yeah. Yeah, UGF, we've talked back and forth about it. It's good to know that most people like the name, though. So
I don't think you. Why are you going
I'm going the wrong way
the wrong way?
because I'm dyslexic.
Does your daughter have musical talent also? She sings some, but she's very visual arts. And actually, she's been in plays before, and she's phenomenal.
Yeah.
She can memorize a whole lot more lines than I ever could.
Yeah.
I was impressed.
Hi, Will from Brooklyn, New York. Awesome. John Kennedy, thank you. I really appreciate that. One of these days I'll have a hat with an empty hammock logo on it. I've thought about doing merch. I have. I don't know if anybody would buy it. So if you guys want merch, let me know. It would be like, I'm not that much self-promoting, so it would be weird for me to have my logo on something. I feel like I'd have to pay you to advertise for me instead of you paying me to advertise for me. It's back and forth. Future plans for Empty Hammock. Again, I'm not a house flipping channel, so once this house is done, I'm sure you'll just see what I'm doing next. Either
building a shop.
Yeah, building my own studio. I really need to rebuild. Sorry, that is crooked and it's bothering me. There you go. I really need to rebuild my own gutter cleaning machine. That's also going to be a series of videos. I'm going to fabricate it from scratch. The one that I have now doesn't suck enough. Literally, it doesn't have enough vacuum pressure, so I'm going to rebuild it.
Hello to Brooklyn.
Hello from Brooklyn, New York. Awesome. I had to explain the tattoo. I didn't really get a good view of it. The new one, I think it's backwards because it's flipped. I am not my own. I was bought with a price. So I still have the extra skin stuff that they stick on top of it to keep it clean for the next probably 4 days. Just jumped again. Thanks. I wish Thrive did not cost so much in Canada.
They've had so many
issues
with the Canadian government.
Yeah. So hammock to cure their my neighbor uses our hammock to cure their onions and garlic. That's a good use for a hammock. Nice. Where was the garlicky hammock? Yeah. Where was the 1890s house? It was in my area. It was actually at a sort of the next town over, so it wasn't super close, super duper close. Greetings from Northeast Ohio. Hello. John Laurie. They sold that house. Yes, Kaylin. Yeah, I'm not ever going to say exactly where any of these houses are, like address, just general vague area. For the people, turns out I actually knew the guy that bought it from me. And yeah, I'm not going to be saying where it is because inevitably people would want to go see it. So I have to keep them private. Mr. Bobby would love a hat. Cool. Do the merch. All right. Mugs are always. Yeah, it keeps jumping. I need to read faster. Merch is a win-win. Okay. From Tottenham, Ontario, Canada. Hello, Wendy. Love what you do. Thank you. House Carter. Hey. Such a wonderful work ethic. Thank you, Scott. Means a lot to random people. Yeah, do merch.
Red Bubble or Printify.
Okay, I'll have to look those up. Grace to Hope. I haven't even started to look into it. Shara, sorry. Did the barn end up being a keeper? Or are you going to tear it down? Like I said before, you'll have to wait and find out. I will show you. I have figured out what I'm going to do.
Seriously? DeBerry, Florida.
Home of Bill Keller Park. Hey, Dad, you have your own park in Florida. Go take it.
But the town name is almost got your name in it. So that's just the weirdest thing.
Okay, let's see, where are we at here? 51 minutes, 165 of you.
Stickers.
Yeah, I've thought about stickers too. So, funny story about stickers. I was in Florida by myself for my 40th birthday. I just wanted to go down there by myself for a little while and saw a couple people doing, the typical talking to the camera, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, hey, you look like a YouTuber. Sure enough, they were. So they gave me some stickers for their channel. And I was like, man, I wish I had something to give them back. But I don't. Okay, House Fire Carter. We're in Virginia, and that's all we're going to say about it. So I can't give any more information than that. I got to autocorrect. Okay, hello. What is your first meal Molly cooked for you?
Probably was something you can't even eat anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Wow. I know the last thing she cooked for me.
No, you don't.
It was probably good. Looking forward to the studio. Yeah, me too. I'm sure it'd be successful with merch. Maybe. Marissa, hi from Australia. I'd absolutely love to buy some merch. That's awesome. What time is it in Australia, Marissa? You got to be up late right now.
By the time we get down to it,
yeah.
Time.
It'll be an hour from now by the time I get, yeah. You're not a how-to channel. I'd like to see more of you actually doing some projects while you do this. Love your channel. Thank you. I have actually intentionally, at you guys' request, been showing a little bit more of why and what I'm doing, more details. I like to try to please you guys. So twin segments are the best. Yes, when he's not goofing off in a tree somewhere. What is your favorite type of carpentry, rough? I don't like finish work. It's tedious. I much prefer rough. Have you done any bike tours? Yes, I've done quite a few. I have a video on my channel of how I vacationed. I went down with my dad and my son, and it was 400 or 500 miles, or 400 miles over like 10 days, something like that. And then I've done several solo. I did like a 6-day trip to the beach one day or one week. Yeah, I absolutely love them.
10:54 a.m.
10:54. Cool. Thank you. I love Australia. I've always wanted to go there. This open video chat. Yeah, Australia is really cool. I've dreamed about buying a Unimog and turning it into a big overlander and just, driving it to Australia and then just going for an adventure. That would be really cool. Scott, yeah, we might do something. I really enjoyed the live stream that the four of us did last Christmas. We might make that a thing. I don't know. Colleen, yeah, you're going to have to ask my parents to do a live chat too. They've been warming up to the idea. What Christian denomination are you? I think that denominations are absolutely of the devil. Christ called us to love him, not specific denominations. So I love Jesus with everything I am, but I don't associate with a denomination because I just, there's too much strife, too much division, to the point that I'm like, I would love to do like with our music at church. I play in the band at music at church, and I want to have like a cross-denomination worship service. No way in the world. Nobody will do that. So yeah, I love Jesus. That's it. Grace to Hope, thank you. Yeah, that video was fun. I actually enjoyed doing that, and then Bruce made all the music for it.
Yeah, you've been on a mission trip. He went and used his
Florida trip.
film skills to videotape and cut together a music video for skate kids in a city in another country.
In Mexico City,
Mexico.
really cool. Yeah, it was a really cool experience. Just a bunch of street kids, like literally homeless street kids that could skate. So I bought that camera, all $7,000 of it, and brought it to Mexico and made that video for them. It was really, really, really cool. Yeah, but I wasn't building. I was making a movie. How have you managed so well with dyslexia? Do you feel that's why you are so creative? I think it's part of it. Yeah, that's just the way my brain works. Everybody has different kinds of smart, just like my mama always told me. There's different kinds of smart people, different kinds of intelligence. So it's just something I have to work through. Do you and Molly both make art? Yes, she is an absolutely fantastic artist. There's a video on my channel of one of her paintings. Go check it out. And this one is a half-finished one. I won't show you. Yeah, it's an underpainting. This is fun, guys. We'll go for another 10 or 15 minutes. I like answering questions and talking to you guys. It's so weird. Like, you guys know all about us, but all I know is a name and some words and then a little bit about each of you. It would be cool if this was like, face to face, actually. Like, I could see what you look like and talk to your face instead of just glorified text messages. Is Molly going to do some more cooking or canning series? Yeah, she's got some plans. Stay tuned to her channel. Please go check it out.
This Saturday, I'm planning on meeting my brother at like 5:30 in the morning. He's going to teach me how to not destroy meat.
Yes.
So we're going to be smoking pork all day, apparently. So we'll
it's going to be a long day.
We'll take some video and not 12 hours worth of video, but I'll give you the highlights.
JD asked if we can post to Rumble. Also, I've been looking into Rumble because YouTube is, YouTube is YouTube. What does Molly do on her channel? You're just going to have to go find out.
What do I do? I do my best.
Yes, her best.
And hopefully I'll get better.
Did you say you couldn't keep your dad out of the trees? No, my twin. I couldn't keep my twin out of the tree because he's always goofing off. Lois, how is Elizabeth's garden doing? You'll have to ask them. Live simple, live free. Denominations divide people. Exactly. Maybe that's really, yeah, business. There's a lot of correlation between super creative brains and right side, left side, all that stuff. I could host a Zoom AMA. Yeah, all 168 of you on the screen at once. Man, that'd be awesome. Hey, Big Family Homestead.
Gonna say,
What's
Brad's
that?
here. Quick, everybody leave.
Quick, I'm going to make you a moderator. Now you can zap people. Hi, Brad. Good to see you here. If you guys don't know Big Family Homestead, if you like homesteading stuff and all sorts of other stuff that they do, go check them out. Good friends. Really, really good friends. I really enjoy your videos. I look forward to it. Thank you. 26-year veteran elementary music teacher. Wow. Hecktown Homestead. That's awesome. Yeah, music is my life. I've been playing drums for 31 years now.
Is that the one you said you showed her class? The tongue drum?
Yeah. Garden. Yeah, cucumbers. Thank you, Scott. Yeah, I really like. It's a cow. It's a dancing cow because she asked me to make her a beefier tomato cage. So I made her a dancing cow. Marilyn Monroe, do you think the new owners of the flip house might turn that back into a huge garden? I don't know. Maybe.
Good luck to them if they do, though, because the deer just
annihilate. There are so many deer around here. That's why I'm building Molly the plant fortress, because literally we have to build a 10-foot tall wall to keep the deer out and the groundhogs and everything else. It's a lot of wildlife in this area. I turned back to the garden. Hello.
Vern cooked the spaghetti squash.
What? Oh.
Somebody cooked the spaghetti squash. Vern
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Patrick. That's awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, just ask. 5 pounds, so I guess you're across the pond there somewhere. That's awesome. Powering up. Yeah, now you've got the power. I'm a moderator on his channel, so I wanted to make him a moderator on mine. Boat painting, making $60 an hour. Wow, that's cool. I wish I made $60 an hour. Well, actually, with my gutter cleaning, I make a lot more than that. But it's only a little tiny bit of the year, so it doesn't stretch out.
Tiny bit of the day.
Yeah, a little bit of tiny bit of the day, like I'll work in little spurts because I got to drive. Aunt Ferranti, are you guys preppers like? I guess it's preppers like your parents, sort of. A little bit of a different mindset, but we definitely do a lot of preparation stuff, like the big water cistern that I put in for both of us, for both families. So yeah, we're definitely prepared because it's going to get bad. It really is. Lori Sullivan plays bass. Heck yeah. Yeah, not nuts for country. I do not like country. Ugh. Different kinds of smart. Absolutely. I don't know. We might peep too. Greetings from Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Awesome. Thank you for making videos. You're welcome. All right, where are we at? 1 hour and 4 minutes. Cool. Maybe another. I don't know. I'm having too much fun to quit, so we'll just keep going. How did I break my vertebrae? I was an aggressive inline skater, and I was doing something stupid and did a complete somersault in the air, about 6 or 7 foot up in the air, and landed on my back on a concrete railing and just broke myself in half backwards. Flopped to the ground and got up and kept skating. I didn't care. Excruciating pain, didn't care, got up, kept going. Absolute grace of God I can walk, because I shouldn't be able to. I should have been paralyzed. So, in our area, beehives, the bears. Yeah, we have a few bears in this area, but not like the deer, man. Maybe we need more bears so we have fewer deer. Michael Stone Cipher. I learned just through trial and error for filmmaking. Where did I learn the craft? I have made a whole bunch of short films and just learned everything I could from other people, and had several that won some awards, which was kind of cool. Had one that went to Germany that won an award there, and just trial by error. Then got some good equipment, and I just enjoy it. So I have not had school for it. But, keeps jumping forward. Quit that. Have you heard about 2 rows of fencing? Keep out the deer. I think they're 6 feet apart. Confuses the deer. No. We have a 6 foot tall fence and then 2 additional wires above it. So it's like 10 feet, and we haven't had anybody get into our orchard area since I put that stuff up.
Don't worry about the autocorrect. It's fine. It's funny.
Do I think anything will come of the railroad strike on Friday? I don't know anything about that. It shows how much I'm paying attention to what's going on. Are you on live chat or top chat? I'm just sort of scrolling, so I think I'm on live. Do you ever cycle race .watch? I don't know what that is. Sorry. Okay, Aunt Love Ferrante, glad you were here. Have a good night.
Hi, Lori.
Yeah. Oh, it's 2 a.m. in England. Wow. You're up late or early? What is the rain precipitation at the flip house? Since you said there's rain. Yeah. There's a lot of rain here, especially recently. We had a bit of a drought, and then this year has been nuts. Huge amount of flooding, a lot of water, and that cistern would, yeah, like mine, 1,500 gallons. It was overflowing in a week, so it's a lot. Okay, keep up the good work. Thank you.
Best recommendation for insulating the lower half of it.
What I used on mine is the blue foam board stuff. It's like an R10 or 8 or something like that. It's been working fairly well. You can get it at any like Lowe's or Home Depot. Heck down, yeah. I absolutely love skating, and it ended it. I couldn't do it anymore after that. I couldn't feel my legs. Have we thought about ever doing a meetup? Yeah, I've thought about it, but I'm too busy. So I would have to travel somewhere like centrally located for everybody. I think it would be fun. I love Virginia. Yeah, there's a lot of history. Okay. G Fox, yeah, I figured you were joking because everybody thinks we look alike. I don't think we look alike at all, but everybody else seems to think we do. Jackie James, thank you. Yeah, that was a fun one. We're thinking about doing a whole series like how to seriously and then whatever, like cook or wash your car or whatever. All right. Yeah. If you guys have any more questions, let me know.
We need to scroll a little bit There's my channel.
Yeah, there's Molly's channel. Check it out. A lot of Canadians here tonight. Cool. That's awesome. Love it when you edit yourself in and make it look like you're bothering yourself. Yeah, I do bother myself a lot. It's definitely a thing. I did want to mention too, with the videos that I make at the house that we're working on, I've had a few people ask about the fisheye lens, the warpy look to it. So I use this camera. It's just a GoPro, super basic, easy to use. I would take my big expensive one, but do you remember that one time when I said it was $7,000? Yeah, so I don't want to take that to the house. So I use this one, and it is a wide angle lens. And the problem is if I'm way back, far away from something, it looks fine. But as soon as I start, what?
Huh?
Oh.
She said she had to go.
Oh. Bye, Sarah. Good to see you. When I get close to something, it makes it look warpy. So I have taken you guys' advice, and I'm going to try to not have such close proximity to stuff with the camera. Make it look a little bit less warpy. Because I know Molly doesn't like it either. Thanks, Shara. Again, appreciate it. That really does help. G Fox, how soon will the house be finished? Hopefully a couple of weeks, like literally. Brad asked, do you know how much wood a woodchuck can actually chuck? Yeah, a half a cord an hour. I had to look it up one time. House, yeah, 2 weeks. Will your son work in construction like you? That was his answer. Probably not. I have encouraged him to work hard, and he is an unbelievably fantastic hard worker. I really, really enjoy that. But no, I think he's going to go a different path. I didn't notice the warp until someone mentioned it. Yeah, I don't even see it anymore, but it bothers a lot of people. Sean at High Peaks, I can use the narrow setting on the GoPro. You're absolutely correct. I'm glad you said that. So if I use the narrow setting, it makes everything really claustrophobic and tight. And I like to be able to see the whole project. And if I'm moving, especially with that narrow setting, it makes it really nauseating. Like I don't even like seeing it like that. So, Lori, thanks for showing up here. Enjoy your mom and pop's channel from a long time ago. Yes, Shaycaster. I've seen your comments for a long time. I appreciate you being here. How are you folks sending money? I don't know what it looks like on your end. I think there's a thing down at the bottom. Yeah, so there's a smiley face and a little dollar sign. Click the dollar sign. So, oh, there's something else I wanted to mention too. Oh, yeah, Dad had just put out a video. Hang on, believe it or not, we just use an expensive camera, but now it's only on an iPhone. Yeah, yep. It's crazy. Like the camera on the back of the phone is higher quality than my big professional camera, although that is a decade old now. Yeah, so I just stick with the GoPro. You know, it's occasionally I use the phone. Anyway, Dad at Live Simple, Live Free had just put out a video about that back field, and I wanted to clarify something. I'm going to be doing a video, but since I'm here, I thought I'd talk to you guys about it. So we have the plat of the property. We know exactly where all the property lines are, but the plat doesn't say field, woods, house, driveway, none of that stuff. So when we got the property, we were focused on the house. I knew it was 5 acres, and I knew where the property lines basically were. And there's a great big field that travels like acres and acres and acres back. Well, I thought that the cut part that was on our property was part of that bigger field, because I didn't go out and look at the pins. So then I was talking to a neighbor and he mentioned it. So then I went back out and looked at it again and realized that is on our property. So we didn't find that we had more property. It's the same amount. It just happens that some of it's mowed, which is a huge blessing. And I guess I didn't describe that well enough on the video. It is a huge blessing because all of a sudden we have this big mowed field back there. And I would dearly love to keep it with the oak trees and the field, but it is not going to happen. And there's a couple reasons. With it being 5 acres, if I chunk a section of it off, then it's no longer 5 acres. And it's going to sell at a higher price because of the extra land. There's also rules with hunting in this area. So 5 acres means you can hunt on your own property. We're going to keep it for the monetary value, but also the main reason is it's completely landlocked. There's no way to get to it. I would have to cut a right-of-way through the front yard of the main part of the house and put in a road. And there's a great big rock wall right there where I would have to do that. It just is not going to work. There's no way to keep it. Also, I don't know what I'd do with it. I mean, yeah, it's pretty. I love trees. I do, but it just does not make any sense at all to keep it. So my studio, I'm going to build on my own property here so that I don't have to travel to get to it. So hopefully that made sense. Not confusing for anybody. I think I'm caught up. If you guys have any other questions, please let me know. We'll hang out for another 5 or 6 minutes. This has been fun. Let me know what you guys want to see, what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of. Definitely up to change, whatever you guys want to do. Yeah. Iceman super chat is to send money. I just activated that. Hey, Jackie James, you figured it out. Awesome. $8.99. Thank you. You sorted it out. I literally, like a couple days ago, was like, I'm going to try it just to see what happens. And yeah, it's always weird to me. Like, I feel like I always have to work for money. Like, I don't like free handouts. I've had people over the years, telling both of us, like, I should do a Kickstarter or one of those things. And I'm like, I feel like I'm just taking money from people. But then
you don't feel like it's worth it's work unless you're in pain and
yeah. Like I've
got a couple more injuries.
Yeah, it's like I don't go home at the end of the day dog tired when somebody just hands me money. But I was talking with Brad at Big Family Homestead one time, and you kind of gave me a little bit of perspective. It's like, you know what? The videos are work. It is hard to do. And yeah, Sean just said this is work. Yes. And that's kind of where I'm at now. It's like, yeah, okay, I realize you're getting a value for it. It's not just a beggar. It's not somebody just, yeah, I want money. It really genuinely does help us, especially where I'm self-employed. Every dollar helps, really does. So that was why I went ahead and activated it. I was like, you know what? If you guys want to help, if you guys want to support us, I'm okay with that. Just need to get off my high horse.
My
Chris,
channel is Prep to Thrive.
Yes. You can scroll up in the comments. It's been
They sent the link in.
Yeah, the link has been in a few times. Chris Frey, what is the recumbent bike you're riding in one of the videos? So the video to Florida, where I'm riding with my dad and my son, Dad, put the name of those bikes. I can't remember the name of them. It was a tandem recumbent and then a single recumbent. But I have recently purchased a couple of single recumbents for me and my son. And those are Bachetta brand. I really like them. Iceman, thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I like seeing you building things. You did a video about a barn. Is that on your land? Okay, that is my barn. It's on my land. It's been here way before we bought the property. So my very first or second video on my channel was fixing the floor in the main part of the barn. So go check that out sometime if you want to see the rest of the barn. You are working for the money. Yeah, Jay Marie, that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like, you know what, this is work, especially with the work that I put into the videos, trying to make them entertaining and fun. Oh, look, my daughter's home. Cool. Okay, a couple more minutes. If you guys have any additional questions, put them in. I sign up for all those things. That makes the empty hammock. Yes. You want to say hi? Say hello to the internet. Dimples and all.
Bye to Brad.
She just got back from youth. Thanks, Brad. Thanks for hanging out, stopping by. Appreciate it. And that is not my daughter. They're being weird.
We learn from the best.
Yeah, well, that's true. Can you have PayPal for donations? Then YouTube does not take a cut. I have thought about trying to do a website that has a donate button, or I mean, even like Patreon and all that kind of stuff takes a lot. I'm just now getting past myself in order to do the super chat, so I don't think I'm quite at that point yet. But maybe we'll figure that out. Yeah, JD, that's why it's good to post to Rumble. We've been thinking about it, trying to get it. What kind of snake to let live when you were mowing? That was a black snake. Really, really nice snake. Amanda Smith, black snake, good snake. Yes, thank you. Appreciate it. Black snakes are very, very good mousers. They keep the rodent population under control. And I've heard that they can actually go after poisonous snakes as well. So yeah, Rand, Screamer, and a tandem recumbent was an easy one. There you go. That was the name of those bikes. I couldn't remember. How self-sufficient do you wish to be? So that is a very interesting question. There's no such thing as complete self-sufficiency. It isn't possible. The only way that you can be truly self-sufficient is, naked in a field somewhere, picking grass and eating it. There isn't a such thing as self-sufficiency. So to the point of how much we want to be, I like to try to think that we have several months worth of food, water, all of that sort of stuff in an emergency, but not go so crazy as to think that we can actually completely provide for ourselves, because it isn't possible. There's a lot of stuff that you can't do. You're going to put yourself back in the ice age time if you want to be completely self-sufficient. It doesn't work. So within reason, I guess, is good. Your daughter is a sweetheart. Yes, she is. Yeah, she likes those unboxing videos. Good night, JD. Thanks for hanging out. Work till you drop. Yep. I will work until I drop. The day I stop working is the day I start dying. What's up?
Are you sure it doesn't stop dying?
What?
Are you sure it doesn't stop dying because you're dead?
Stop dying? Yeah, when does somebody stop dying? I guess whatever.
When they're dead.
Marissa, thank you. God bless you too. I really appreciate it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Well, guys, this has been a lot of fun. If you want more live streams, let me know. I'm serious. I think it's fun to just be able to interact with you guys. I love making the videos, but I also really enjoy being able to interact so that there's at least some, I don't know, some back and forth. It's not just me talking at a camera. So, have anything else you want to say? Okay. Well, guys, we'll wrap it up here, and you guys have an awesome day. I don't have any cool, like, me playing music videos after it like Brad with Big Family Homestead does. So we'll just leave it at that. Would love to build a bridge.
Where do I need a bridge?
I don't know.
Duck pond.
Good night. Good night. Good night from Ireland. Awesome. I guess that's Ireland. So, okay. All right. Love you guys. Bye.
Really?